Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And what I want to do is share with you my personal opinion of why people might be still flipping their Typhoon H. As I mentioned on the forum, I believe that some people are still landing pretty roughly and they really don't think they are. Perhaps that's one of the problems, I don't know. As I told you, this topic is kind of bugging me, but anyway, I hope this makes sense. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some videos that I've compiled from my very own experience, and at the end I'm gonna talk about a video that I saw on YouTube and has really bothered me ever since I saw it. Anyway, let's start with the videos of my landings. I'm gonna be switching between the landings that I consider to be smooth landings and the ones that I know that are very rough landings and that I've been working a lot to practice and to avoid performing. So what I believe is that small hops are not a problem. The issues begin when the aircraft hops too much horizontally and it moves too far from its expected position. The aircraft doesn't really know that it is at ground level, and as far as the autopilot knows, the unit is still flying, but it's not where it's supposed to be. For example, if you were to pull the H to one side while it's flying, the autopilot will immediately fight to return to its expected location. The closest I was to flip my aircraft was when I tried to land in very windy conditions. I didn't wait for the unit to stabilize and I attempted to land. The unit hopped around a foot away from the point of touchdown. Again, the H doesn't really know that it's landed. And as far as autopilot knows, the position was altered by an external force. It immediately started fighting the opposite way to return to where it was expected to be. Since I was trying to land it, I was pulling down on the throttle. And by doing so, it remained anchored by the landing gear, tending to flip over. If this happens to you and you leave it like that for long enough, the situation will quickly escalate until it flips or collides. The best advice is aboard landing, pull up, and try again. Now this leads us to the last clip. It's part of a video that has bothered me ever since I first saw it. It's the typical video of someone operating a device incorrectly, having an incident, blame the device, and then refuse to admit they did something wrong. All this while trying to show everyone how bad or unreliable the device is, while actually they just documented their own mistakes. The Typhoon H is a big snitch. The LED not only helps the pilot, but it also helps the audience as well. This video claims it is flying without GPS, while the LED clearly shows a solid purple light with white flashes, the definite sign of not only GPS mode, but also more than enough satellites locked for the smart functions. Now look at the trajectory. This only causes the H to aggressively bounce to one side. The autopilot fights to return to the expected position. The unit starts bouncing while the aircraft fights to stabilize, but the pilot keeps throttling down, anchoring the landing gear. This causes the H to start bouncing out of control, repeating the same problem every time. The aircraft eventually runs out of space and flips over. So as you can see, this incident was completely caused by the pilot. Anyway, as usual, I hope this video made sense. I hope it helps you to review your landings, determining if the flipping over is being caused by that, or if definitely there's something else going on. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you later.